crazy conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. The Canadian fruit machine. The fruit machine is an ambiguous name, but if you have a keen mind, you might have had a few assumptions on what it could have been about. But if you're still in the dark, let me give you its other name, Canada's gaydar, or gay detection machine. That should paint a bit of a clearer picture. If I told you that the Canadian government in the 1960s came up with a strange device and series of tests specifically made to identify gay men so that they could discriminate against them, you would call me crazy, right? Well, you're not alone, but unfortunately, you are wrong, and the Canadian government did exactly that. Let me explain. The whole point of this fruit machine was essentially to identify and remove homosexual men working in government roles, specifically in the military and law enforcement. During the 1960s, Dr. Frank Robert Wake developed a rather strange series of psychological tests with the purpose of, obviously, identifying gay men. How this machine actually worked was kind of hilarious and extremely rudimentary. Basically, all it would do is it would show you erotic images and say, essentially, gay buzzwords to see if your body had any sort of positive reaction to this stimuli. One of the markers they were looking for was a dilation of the subject's pupils, among other things. This was essentially the equivalent of a lie detector, but instead of detecting lies, it was detecting the big gay. Regardless of its ineffectiveness and rather strange methods to begin with, the results were taken seriously and led to the firing and discrimination of thousands of people, which unfortunately led to a huge rise in suicides, which is just heartbreaking. This entire project was discontinued in the late 1960s, making this entire fruit machine fiasco very short-lived, at least relatively, but the impact was still long-lasting. On top of the jobs and lives lost, the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, still continued to collect files on suspected gay people for years after this project was concluded. So if you're ever with a friend and they say, "That guy's gay, I can tell because I have gaydar," tell them, "You don't have gaydar. The Canadian government had gaydar, and they used it to discriminate, whether they were gay or not, as any little twinkling of evidence was good enough for them."